battling a little bit of a cough. Those guys don't know, Sean Awesome has been sick, so I think he was nice enough to share his cold with me. But he's doing better, and I'm going to try to do what I can to bring the action to you today as much as I can. We got some exciting action to you today, starting out with the BA Tag Team Championships as the new BA Tag Team Champions who won in a house show, the F4L, Daryl Dixon and Chuck Norris, taking on the former BA Tag Champions who are invoking their rematch clause, as Terrence and Phillip would like their titles back. I think Daryl and Chuck will have something to say about that. It's nice to see them matching, Chuck and Daryl of the F4L, both in the dark outfits. Terrence and Phillip, which is Phillip's in there now, choking legendary martial artist Chuck Norris. Yes, he is. Well, Chuck gives a light kick, not too much heat behind that. Excuse me, folks, as I continue drinking my tea, honey, and lemon concoction that I have here to keep my voice going. As Chuck sends Phillip to the corner, and the tag made to fellow tag team partner Daryl Dixon. Oh, back body drop. I thought the tag was made anyway. Maybe it wasn't. There's the tag, though, as Daryl comes in now. Oh, Phillip surprising Daryl with a brain buster. Daryl not showing any effect, though. Quick roll up, doesn't even get a 1 count. Referee not in position. Referee, the fans not fans of Phillip, as there's the chair of delight. Ooh, and Daryl with a right hand to Phillip. And he's taking it to the Canadian. Uh-oh. And a nice fireman carry by Phillip. People can say what they want about Terrence and Phillip, but they get the job done. And they're an effective tag team. Yep, they're goofier than a pet coon, as the great Jeremy Ross would say. But they are an effective tag team nonetheless. They somehow get the job done. I don't know if it's a psychological thing. Well, usually they annoy the hell out of their opponents. Of course, Daryl and Chuck Norris are not going to be ones that they can pull such shenanigans with and get away with it, as they're going for the record breaker. There it is. That's the Canadian breaker. And Chuck stops the count. First he goes through Phillip, then goes through Terrence to stop the count on Daryl. Again, Terrence and Phillip were the former tag champions, so of course they have a rematch in place, which they're invoking now. But remember, folks, the way we do things here is if they are not successful here, they're going to go all the way down the bottom of the barrel and have to work their way up before they can get a BA Tag Team title shot again. Because we have plenty of teams that want to stop up. And of course, Daryl and Chuck Norris also have the same in regards. If Terrence and Phillip, should they retain to become the new tag title champions today, number one, they'd be a three-time BA Tag Team champion with Terrence and Phillip. This is their third title reign as the BA Tag Team champions. If they were to win. Of course, the F4L are no short on tag titles, as Terrence and Phillip going for the Canadian breaker again. Uh-oh. Chuck doesn't even care that Phillip's there. Terrence doesn't even stop him from coming in. What does that mean? As Phillip shows everyone what he thinks of them. Shows the maturity factor of Phillip and Terrence. As Phillip working on Daryl Dixon, who's been in there since the beginning. I believe he has anyway, as well, we're yet to see legendary Chuck Norris in the ring yet. Terrence sent over the top. I'm sorry, Phillip. And there's the tag, the big Chuck. Uh-oh. And I take that back. There was a tag made, and Daryl was tagged in, and now Chuck Norris comes in to get a fist from Phillip. You don't want to catch Terrence and Phillip sleeping, because if you catch them sleeping, that's a trouble thing. And I don't think Chuck Norris is going to make that kind of a mistake. Chuck goes to the corner, courtesy of Phillip, and there's the tag to Terrence. Not another Canadian Buster. And it is, in fact, another Canadian Buster. This time on Chuck Norris. Phillip taking a shot at Daryl. Well, Phillip takes Daryl out of the equation. Chuck is able to get the shoulder up, though, however, as Terrence now shows the fans what he thinks of them. And Chuck's got some problems at hand with Terrence. Terrence now neck vice. Not going to win the match with it, but you will wear him down. Anything you can to slow down the martial art legend, which doesn't happen often. And Chuck now sent to the corner, courtesy of Terrence. Tag to Phillip. Not another one. Oh, they are. Oh, another Canadian Buster. This will be the fourth. The second for Chuck. And this time, Terrence and Phillip reclaim their tag team titles. That is some crazy stuff right there, folks. So, of course, as I said, should they be successful, which they were, now the F4Ls, Daryl Dixon and Jax Teller do have... Daryl Dixon, I'm sorry, Jax Teller, I'm okay. Daryl Dixon and Chuck Norris have the first title shot should they choose to invoke their rematch clause, which they can invoke at any point. So that was unfortunate for that's an interesting way to start the show off, is with this title changing hands, but it's always good to see a title change hands.
Here are your winners.
Keeps it interesting, right, folks? Wow. Getting the official word.
Ultraviolet Tag Team Terry and Phillip, the B-Team.
So Terrence and Phillip are your new current BA Tag Team Champions again, knocking off the F4L. Interesting stuff, huh, folks? Very interesting indeed. All right, folks, stick around. We've got some more action coming your way.